When, on January 19th, the week not before they started selling the iPad, the week before Steve Jobs announced the iPad, Deloitte in Montreal predicted at the start of the year that tablet computers would sell more than 10 million units. At that point, the high estimate from Wall Street was 1 million units. As you probably know, Apple is currently manufacturing in excess of 2 million tablets per month, and has been for the last month and a half. Okay, we're doing good. We called it. We called tablets in pretty much the right size. We may, in fact, have been slightly guilty of undercalling it, and I'm about to tell you why. And this is an anti-Deloitte speech, so John, brace yourself. I was up in Ottawa for Thursday and Friday of last week, and that was 2 days out of the office. And on Monday, I had a conference call. As always, I tend to run late, and I arrived at 9:57 for my 10 o'clock conference call. And I sat down, and I hit the, I hadn't even turned my computer off. I just had it in sleep mode. And I hit the little button so that it could be up and running. And I mean, it's a Windows machine. It's going to take a little while to get going. 24 minutes later, it was still installing the security scripts and the document templates. Our green dot is now slightly less green and slightly oblong. I have no idea. Whatever it is, it went through my machine, updating file after file after file. So my conference call, which started at 10, I couldn't get access to the phone-in number. So I took, you have a brand new machine, John? I just got a new HP, right? You too? Oh, they haven't updated John yet. I guess it's all, you know, relative importance in the firm or something like that. I have a brand new $2,500 laptop sitting at my desk that I took with its little green flashing hard drive light, and I pushed it to the back of the desk, and I opened this up. And within 4 seconds, I had the phone number, and I dialed in, and I worked from the slides. During the day, 2 other times, because of the way the architecture works, my system hung. I had 5 or 6 tabs open, and it froze, and I needed to get at a slide or a spreadsheet or a document or look up a fact because I'm actually on the phone with a reporter. And I take my $2,500 machine and I push it towards the back, and I take out my $599 toy media consumption device that everybody knows isn't as good as a real computer. Is there a lesson in here for the future of the computing industry? I'd like to think yes. The architecture, the way these work, are extremely viable as business tools. I have more uptime, I have more access to computing functions and connectivity with this than I do with much more expensive machines. And there are hundreds of millions or billions of those much more expensive machines out there. And not all of them are going to be replaced. I do need a keyboard sometimes. Sometimes I do need the processing power of a full PC. But when you think about the idea of the refresh cycle, am I going to continue to buy new machines every 2 years, every year and a half, if this perhaps is taking some of my functionality? My argument is that the tablet computer is not purely additive. As the chairman of Best Buy said, and I think he was misquoted, must have been misquoted, he said half of his laptop sales has been lost to tablets. I'm fairly sure he meant netbooks or something like that. It's almost, that boggles the mind. It can't be right. But even if it's a quarter, it's a pretty big number.